Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing amazingly fantastic and awesome. Like I told you guys last week, today we're going to be talking about how you can jump higher without jumping. So let's get into it. How do you jump high without jumping? It sounds so stupid. Like, how on earth can you get better at something without doing that very thing, right? It doesn't make any sense. But I'm here to tell you that it is gonna make sense, and I'm gonna show you how you can do that. So stay around to the very end of the video. What I want you to do now, before you even listen to the rest, I want you to subscribe, because you're gonna like what you hear. And there's gonna be more of it later on, so subscribe. I want you to click that like button, all right? And I want you to share it as well. If you don't share it now, you're gonna share it later, because it's great information. All right, so let's move on with the topic. So how on earth can you jump higher without jumping? Like, if you don't practice jumping, how are you gonna jump higher? So here's one thing a lot of people don't fully comprehend or understand, is that jumping is not just about your muscles output, right? It's not. It's mostly about it, right? It's mostly about your muscles output. But there are ways around jumping high without getting stronger. Some people are super strong, but they can't jump for nothing. They can't jump for anything. They're not fast, they're not athletic at all, but they're strong, right? These are the people that I'm trying to help. Like, if you are a jumper, this will definitely help you. But this is mainly for those who they can't really utilize their strength that well. All right, so sorry for the break of voice. So keep on listening, man. This is gonna be interesting. So a person who wants to jump higher have to think of three things. Okay, one, they have to think of their overall strength. Okay, two, they have to think about their overall utilization of that strength, which is power, and they also have to think about their structural integrity. Now, the third thing is a thing that a lot of people don't fully understand. They don't comprehend. They just bypass it. They think as long as they get stronger, they'll become more powerful, and then they'll be able to do greater things. They can jump higher and run faster and all this stuff. But that's not true. Go talk to a lot of people who have gotten stronger, but they're running slower or jumping less, right? Go talk to those people, and then you're gonna realize that there's something that we're definitely missing here. And it's something that we're missing is what I'm gonna share with you today. So the something that we're missing, I'm gonna say straight out, is structural integrity, which I said before. And what does that really mean? So if you are going to be able to have energy efficiency, which means transfer of force, you have to be able to transfer the force through the rod or through whatever structure you are transferring it in very, 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 very efficiently, right? So let's just use an example of, I've used this before, throwing a noodle, a pool noodle, versus throwing like a javelin or something. Which one's easier to throw? Which one will go further? Or let me just use a stick, because a lot of people don't have access to javelin. So a stick versus a pool noodle. Which one is easier to throw? Stick, right? Anybody says pool noodle, had never tried to throw a pool noodle. That thing is really flimsy and doesn't go anywhere, all right? Or should I say, which one's easier to throw? A sheet of paper or balled up paper? Which one? Balled up paper, right? Why do you think that is? The reason why it's easier to throw the balled up paper rather than the actual full sheet of paper, the weight is the same. Everything's the same. The power you're putting into it is the same. But there's only one key difference that's not the same. And that is your ability to transfer the force that you're emitting to that paper and for it to be efficient and actually do what you want it to do. So the reason why the ball of paper is easier to throw is because all the energy you put into that ball of paper is spread in a more narrow space. Now, when you try to throw a big paper, the force is spread out, so it may go like this. But if the paper is balled up, then the force is only going to be here, so more of it can be transferred, right? I hope this is making sense, all right? So let's take that same concept of pool noodle and a stick. The reason why the pool noodle, although you can create the structure the same structure, but because the pool noodle is so flimsy, when you put the energy into the pool noodle, it goes like this, or it may do this. It's not transferred in the direction that you want it to go very efficiently. But a stick is very stiff. Because it's stiff, you can transfer in the direction that you want it to go. It doesn't choose its own direction. Because it's stiff, whatever direction you want it to go is where it goes, all right? Same concept with our body. That's why I say structure integrity. The stiffer, now don't get the word stiff incorrectly. I don't mean inflexible. Just listen to the word stiff itself. Or the more support, I'll say that. Because a stick has more support than a pool noodle. Just like a ball of paper has more support overall. The whole general thing has more support than a flimsy piece of paper, right? So we're talking about support here. The more support your body has, the easier it is to transfer that force. So it's not that you have gotten stronger, it's that you are utilizing that force more efficiently. So instead of putting all that force into a flimsy piece of paper, and you're putting that force into a ball of paper, or instead of putting that force into a flimsy pool noodle, you're putting that force into a stick, right? Excellent. All right, so it seems like you guys are caught up so far, so we're gonna continue. So let's go back to our bodies. So what makes our body, what can make our body more, give our body more support, or make it more stiff so the transfer of force is not wasted? Or we can limit the wasted transfer of energy, okay? The thing you need to make sure you worry about is your spine. And when I say spine, I mean from the top to the bottom, okay, of your spine. From the very top, from your cranial, your cervical spine, all the way down to your lumbar spine, okay? All the way to the bottom where your pelvis is. If that is stable, if that is strong, if that is stiff, then the force you put into the ground will be awarded more to you. So it's weird how that happens. As soon as you strengthen that whole composition, the spinal composition, and that becomes more stiff, more supported, when you jump, you feel a lot lighter. You feel like you're on cloud. Of course, it's not gonna happen overnight, but I'm gonna get to the exercise a little bit after this. I just want you guys to understand why this is so important. So once you strengthen that spine, give it more support and make it more stiff, not stiff as in inflexible, but stiff as in it transfers the force to the direction that you want to put it in. So if you want to jump up, when you push up, that force is gonna go straight up. It's not gonna lose some of its energy because your body is not, because your body isn't stiff enough, right? So how do we get our spine to be more supported, more stiff? Now, I talk about this muscle probably almost every video because it's that important. It's so neglected. And a lot of people who talk about it incorrectly. Talk about you activate it this way. No, guys, it's very simple. This muscle is meant to support your spine. It's meant to support your whole upper body structure. That's what it's for, right? That's what it's for. So this muscle that I'm talking about is the transverse abdominis. Guys, this muscle is one of the most important muscles in your body. One of the most important muscles in your body. So as you can see on your screen, when that muscle is strong, look at where it's attached. It's attached to your rib cage, it's attached to your hips, and it's also attached to your spine via the fascias. So when this muscle is strong, it holds all these structures in a very solid and supported manner. So the stronger this muscle becomes, the more it cinches in, or more get closer together, or supports. So it acts as a weight belt. It acts as a girdle. It acts as a waist trainer. All right? That's what this muscle does. All these people who are wearing these things are neglecting that muscle that's already in your body. That does exactly what they want it to do, or what they want. The muscle shrinks down your waist. The muscle supports your spine. The muscle supports your hips. So you don't need a weight belt if this muscle is absolutely strong. You don't need a waist trainer if this muscle is absolutely strong. What was the other thing I said? Oh, you don't need a back support if this muscle is strong. It does all these things. That's what it's made for, man. So when this muscle is strong, it transfers energy so efficiently. So here's the exercise that you need to do. The exercise, it's a modified exercise. Please do it exactly how I'm showing you. Don't modify it. Do it exactly how I'm showing you, or it may not work, all right? So here's what you're doing here. You are lying on the ground. It's basically 6 inches, but it's a modified so to make sure that you do it correctly. You lie on the floor, put your hands behind your back. Now, or you can put it flat on the ground, doesn't matter. The reason why you're doing this is because, you want your spine to be open. When your spine is open, your ribcage is open, your spine is more erect. So it's more it's in a better posture or better position. So you open it, lay back as you see on your screen, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your feet, you're gonna bend your knees, all right, you're gonna bring it up to your chest. Now what I want you to do is I want you to bring it out, but I want you to bring it out to the point where your lower back does not leave off the ground or your upper body doesn't feel stressed to change positions. If you ever feel stress in your upper body while you're doing this exercise, you went too far out. You're not there yet. So you need to draw it back, make sure your upper body is completely relaxed, and then bring it out until the point where you feel pressure in your stomach, but you don't feel any pressure in your upper body. That means that your upper body is relaxed and the transverse is actually taken over. Now the job of the transverse is to do this. Is to make sure that whatever movement you do, that you are fully supported, okay? And that's what gives you the ability to transfer that force efficiently, because it keeps that torso stiff. When you do this exercise efficiently every single day, you're gonna hold it for 30 seconds, right? You're gonna go down, you're gonna put your hands back, you're gonna make sure your upper body's relaxed. You're gonna bring your knees 90 degrees perpendicular to the ground, and you're gonna bring it out. Make sure your upper body's still relaxed, and you're gonna hold that position. Make sure you don't go too far out. Your lower back is completely touching the ground. You don't go too far out, and you're gonna hold that position. You're gonna hold that position for 30 seconds. Do this 10 times every day. Now, what you're gonna feel after you're done, you're gonna feel your stomach sucking in more and more. The more you do it, the more you feel your stomach sucking in. And your posture is also gonna improve more and more. Now, I think I did a video about posture previously, so you wanna go check out that video. And you're gonna see the same muscle, and you're gonna see other exercises as well. That's gonna help you with your posture overall. Because at the end of the day, the better your posture is, the better your transfer of force will be also. Because the more straight the actual conduit is, which is the rod or the pool noodle or whatever you have, however straighter it is, basically to direct the force, the better. So the better your posture and the stronger your core or your transverse in this case is in that position, the better. Okay? So let's do it, man. Let's do it. So when you do this exercise and you jump, you're gonna feel a little lighter. It's not that you got stronger, it's just that your transfer of force is a lot better. And the more you do it and the stronger you get, the lighter you'll feel, okay? Now there are times where you'll feel maybe your posture will get a little bit better. And when your posture gets a little bit better, your transverse may not be as strong in that position, right? So you have to strengthen it's all about positioning. You have to strengthen your spine in the position that is in. Okay? So that's why I have you guys put your arms out like this, because it puts you in the most erect position for your given flexibility level, all right? So it puts you in the most erect position, and when you get stronger in that, you're gonna feel so much better. Your knees won't be taking on the grunt, your hips are gonna taking on most of the force. You're just gonna feel so much better, guys, so much better. There's so much there's so much more to talk about with this topic, but I'm gonna end it here for today. If you have any questions, guys, because there's so much I didn't touch on, and some of you guys may have questions. That's completely okay. I want you to ask your questions down below. I'm more than willing to answer. If the questions are pretty much the same, I'm gonna make another video answering the questions, all right? So I want you to click subscribe. I want you to click like. I want you to share this video, because there's so many people. And there's the thing, it's not just for jumping, this is for overall fitness. It makes running, jogging, running easier, sprinting easier, everything. It just makes your body feel lighter. So it's so important. So share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday for another video. Guys, I'm sharing super great, fantastic secrets here. So I want you to get it on it, man. Get it on it. Be the first to hear it. Be the first to hear it. And that's what we are, Ultimate Self. That's what we do. We look into the sciences. We look at what doesn't make sense, and we do our best to make our bodies better, right? We do our best to improve every facet of our physical being. That's what we do. That's what we research, right? So when we research things, we're gonna share it with you guys. So make sure you subscribe for the things that are gonna come in the future, because I haven't shared half of what we've researched. So I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to share. I love to share. So guys, just ask whatever questions you want down below about your bodies, and we're gonna share, man. We're gonna share. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Excited. Love you guys. Bye.